I'm not really sure how to get into this video, how to start this video when talking about Belgium, because it is actually beyond astonishing how little they have accomplished as a squad with some of the personnel and the rankings they have had over the years. Let me know how you guys feel about this situation. I just wanted to make this video because I am actually still, even after this match day, just so astonished and shocked at what I've seen. Now, Belgium could go the rest of this tournament and, turn it around, but they're not going to win this tournament from what I have seen today. And just looking at it, it's actually just sad when you think about it, how much this country has underperformed at the international level over the years. To me, at least, just watching this as a neutral, as an outsider, watching this game today, and full credit today to Slovakia for winning this game. To be honest, this video doesn't even really have to do anything with the outcome of today's match. Yeah, today's match was, showing of what Belgium has kind of been all about over the years. And yeah, so Belgium coming into this match, the world's #3 rank by FIFA. We know the rankings don't mean too much, but it's just the way we're watching the football being played. Now, yeah, I could sit here and make fun of Lukaku for the 2 disallowed goals. Obviously, the first one, he was offside, and then the second one, just unlucky that it was a handball, because overall it was a great play. And aside from that, we look at this game today, man, and with the lineup they go out there with, and the fact that we're sitting here saying that this team so highly ranked over the years is still not going to accomplish anything. Now, people may have quickly forgotten with Belgium how much they have actually disappointed over the years. They got grouped at the World Cup. They got grouped. And this, you might not believe, but Belgium has not been ranked lower than 5 in the last 6 years. 6 years. And, even today, we see new players kind of emerging into the team, getting some serious time. I would say Onana. I would say Doku, who has been, a vital part of a lot of City's success. Trossard, very good for Arsenal this year. And, man, the lack of effort overall, the lack of game plan, the lack of vision. At times when I was watching the match today, I felt like it was De Bruyne out there with nothing. And look, I'm not one of those people that just hates on Lukaku to hate on Lukaku. I think Lukaku at times today looked okay, but where was the support? Doku looks one-dimensional, and we still look at Belgium as this team is ranked #3. Heading into this match against Slovakia today, they had won 10 and I think drawn 5 in this streak of unbeaten. Drew 5. And dude, Belgium, we just at the end of the day have to look at this team that when the moment is large and the tournament is big, they're not going to show up. They're not going to be there at least to see it out the full way. And it's just, man, it's one of these like what honestly has gone wrong here? Even some of the talent over the years they had is what I mentioned. When we had prime Hazard and De Bruyne in his prime, he's probably exited that prime now, as quality as he still is. Lukaku in his prime. There's so many great players that have been on this team over the years, and now we're getting to watch Belgium line up with a team with Carrasco playing left back. I just don't even know what's going on. Doku's on the wrong flank the whole game. We see a situation today where we're watching where Openda is like 24 goals in the Bundesliga. The guy's coming in the last 10 minutes, he makes a goal happen, and it gets overturned, and they lose to a team that's ranked 50th. We look at this ranking right here. It's absolutely pathetic, man, that this team has been ranked all the way up here this whole time. They were the world's #1. From 2018 to 2022, these guys were the world's #1. They literally were #1. Doesn't matter what happened in the World Cup. Doesn't matter what happened in the Euro. They remained the world's #1 because of the way the point system works. They drop all the way down to 5th in the summer of 23, and they go all the way back up to 3 now because they build this winning streak. And what has this team honestly accomplished? We look at the world's top 5, right? France won the World Cup in 2018, right? Argentina won the World Cup recently. Belgium, what have they accomplished? Seriously, England got to the final of the recent Euro, got to the final. Brazil, questions have to be asked as well. Not to mention that Argentina also won the Copa America, right? So look, this situation with Lukaku, for me, this is not what it's all about. It's like, how can we explain this failure of this squad, right? We even look at Group F in the World Cup where Belgium finishes 3rd place. At this time in the World Cup in Qatar, they are the world's #1 still heading into this. And if they aren't, they're still in that mix. I don't know exactly what they are. Don't even make it out of the groups in Qatar. In the Euro, if we go all the way back, this is the Euro in 2016, right? Where obviously Portugal beats France, and France, looking over the years, have been extremely consistent. France have been a powerhouse of consistency over the years. And to me, all this time where Belgium was ranked above France, I can't understand it, because Belgium in these tournaments never go out and do it. They don't produce in these big matches, and it's time that we got to hold these guys accountable. It's embarrassing for them as a nation of what they go out there and do. They lost to Wales 3-1. And France, look at France, man. 2016 in the Euro, right? In the final, losing in extra time. But Belgium losing to Wales? Come on. I wanted to pull up the Euro 2020, the 2020 bracket to show you guys. But, you know, we even look at the last Euro. They lose to the who end up being the champions, Italy. They lose 2-1 in the quarterfinals, right? Belgium, what has Belgium actually accomplished? Let's look at it, okay? They've been a Euro participant 5 times, a World Cup participant 6 times, a World Cup third place, right? In the 2018 World Cup, they actually did make quite a run. They went and beat Brazil, and then they lost to France, who ended up winning. And they beat England in the third place game. So that honestly, out of this golden generation that we get to hear again on the broadcast today, which, look, that generation is gone. I'm more talking about today. That generation, that ship has sailed. There was no golden generation. They had quality players, amazing players, a #1 ranking, and they didn't accomplish anything. Okay, so even now we just have to look at it. There's no golden generation right now. The only players left from that, you could argue, is De Bruyne and Lukaku that are still kind of in the team going for it. They have some amazing young talent. They're ranked 3rd. They already lose. They already lose in the Euro this year. They already are losing. And it's like we see them all this time. We see Lukaku in I think it was a friendly or one of those international friendly games, 4 goals, right? We see all these games, they're winning, not losing. Get to the stage of this one, boom, they lose already. It's sad, man. Honestly, like, to me, watching as a viewer, it's very disappointing to see the lack of impact that Belgium actually go out there and give. I mean, at the end of the day, to me, it's overall super, super, super disappointing. And, you know, this team is going to be remembered for nothing. This team is always going to be remembered now as the team that, how the hell were they always ranked in the top 5 for that decade period? Because, look, we look at Belgium as a whole and talent-wise, right? Yes, they have some talent here with Doku, Trossard. We've seen that squad. The back line looks extremely shaky. They don't take Courtois to this tournament. I think that was potentially his choice, but we still don't know all that much about that. The midfield didn't look crazy. I mean, and the team they played today, they should not be losing to. Let's just put it how it is. Slovakia went out and played incredible. They lost to Slovakia in the opening match. And you could argue at times, yeah, things didn't go their way today. But that still shouldn't be the argument. So going forward, man, it's just it's all over for Belgium. I'm not even seeing a way talent-wise where they're going to be in this top 10. And they got to get out of there ranking-wise, because this team is one of those teams that every tournament we expect them to get to a semi or a final. We've only seen them really go far in the 2018 World Cup run. That's the only time we ever seen an actual promising run out of them, and it fell short. I thought talent-wise they were insane that year. And at the end of the day, this team has nothing to show for. So it's just it's so much disappointment to Belgium in terms of what really went wrong with this team. What was it? But to see where they're lining up now, I mean, the future is looking very, very not good for these guys going forward. Man, once they lose De Bruyne and Lukaku out of this run of players, where did it all go wrong? I mean, they're going now in the Euro in 2024 and getting cooked by Slovakia. It's like, where did it all go wrong with this team? Outright favorites in most games they play, top tier ranking, and they just never ever produce anything. They don't produce in any of these tournaments. They don't produce anything. We look at all these teams we meme. I mean, I even said it. We haven't seen this Belgium team even in a final. We haven't seen them in any of these. 2014, 2018, 2016, 2020, 2022. I mean, how many runs do these guys need? And now 2024, somehow they're still ranked in the top 5, and it's way too late. And they're getting cooked already, and you know, now they're facing some serious problems here. Now, I do think for the rest of this tournament, they'll be okay. I know this video doesn't really have to do with what Belgium's doing right now necessarily. It's sad to see, as someone who sees this team always in the rankings, always under-deliver. These guys, every tournament, will be there to under-deliver every time. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Just a little bit of a talk about Belgium, man. A little Belgium rant, because it's disappointing. It's disappointing. They go out there as a squad even today, and they just look like they have no chemistry. I know that they have a lot of new players in this team. They're kind of rotating some youth guys in and then kind of some old guys. But, man, it looks like the only players in this team today that actually knew how to play with each other at times was De Bruyne trying to find Lukaku. And just De Bruyne looked like he was needing help, and he was on his own island up there. I don't know where it went all wrong, because now they look like they have no chemistry. They don't even look like a top 20 team right now from what I saw today. I mean, again, you could talk about the unluckiness, but overall, so disappointing. No game plan, no passion. I mean, we go out and we just watch, you could argue France, Austria. You could argue even Slovakia in this match. You could argue Romania and Ukraine. And the passion we see from these teams is at such a higher level. I mean, Belgium just go out there and look like they don't really care. Don't really care. I don't know. Maybe it's not that deep. Maybe I'm reading too much into the situation. But overall, so much disappointment with this Belgium team over the years. It's really sad to see. Let me know what you guys think. That's going to be me. I just wanted to kind of get this off my chest. I'm really like annoyed with Belgium, because I feel like as a football fan, we've deserved to see better from these guys in the tournament. We do, talent-wise. We just do. And we get sold such a false promise with this team, because we get told they're a ranking. They're expected to do this, and they don't do it. They don't do it. They don't come through with it every time. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.